Welcome back to Invictus Forum. We are now going to talk about prose. And the first question is, a novel based on a central character's journey through life narrated in separate episodes is a dash novel. It is a picaresque novel. A novel which traces the life of an ordinary character from childhood to adulthood and passes through many hurdles for the quest of the identity is known as Bildungsroman. A story which can be considered as an extended metaphor is known as an allegory. A character in a novel whose behavior is predictable because it hardly changes, because they are types rather than human beings, is known as stock character. One of the following is not an aspect of plot structure. Rising action is, falling action is, episodic, no, resolution is. So the answer is episodic. The point of view from which the narrator describes events from a superficial and leaving the reader to draw conclusion from the details is the dash point of view. It is called the third person objective point of view. One of the following is not a narrative technique. Foreshadow is, suspense is, irony is, analogy is not. Next, the feeling created through the description of things like climate, character, and state of mind is known as atmosphere. Atmosphere can also be referred to as mood. Next, a brief account of a story about an individual or an incident is known as an anecdote. Next, one of the following does not designate where the story takes place. Decor, locale, setting, introspection. Decor, locale, setting all mean the same thing. And so the odd one here is introspection. Next, the device in which the writer draws the reader's attention to some development and comment on a situation of a character in the text is known as authorial intrusion. That is to say, the author gives his own point of view concerning the character or the thing that he is describing or is talking about. Next, it is also known as causal plot because it follows the principle of causality and it is written in chronology. This type of plot is known as linear. Next, a character presented as a contrast to a second character. A character presented as a contrast to a second character is known as foil. Next, this is a characteristic of Bildungsroman. And the answers are leadership, power, wealth, hurdles. First of all, let's look at the characteristic of the Bildungsroman. It deals with an ordinary character who undertakes a long journey. He's searching for an identity. We have many difficulties. So the answer will be hurdles. Next, the story written with the intention to criticize some vices through hurting sensibilities, causing injury through insult, is known as sarcasm. What's the difference between sarcasm and satire? Satire is ordinary criticism with the intention to change or bring solution. But sarcasm is criticism with the intention to hurt. Thank you for listening.